All right, so we're moving on to the confidence builder. As I promised, we will talk about the imposter syndrome because that's the most common blocker. So blockers and risks. That's the first exercise here. We're going to be talking in this section about confidence builder and some other exercises. So let's take a look. Confidence builder. You'll read my introduction, but you will understand. Basically, it says. There's no such thing as imposter syndrome. It's not a condition of the human mind. It's not a disease. It's not something. It's not some kind of psychological dysfunction. What it is an entanglement of thoughts, and every thought, in particular, it creates a certain feeling, an emotional state, and this is what we're gonna do through all these 4 steps. We're gonna work slowly through your imposter syndrome. First step is capture your thoughts. Understand that all these thoughts, they are there, and we need to bring them to the light of the awareness. When the thoughts are just inside, it's like a dirty laundry in the washing machine, constantly buzzing inside like a swarm of wasps. The goal is here to dissect everything and take this entanglement and start removing thought one by one out of there. So capture them on the paper, all these thoughts, without judgment, without analyzing, just thoughts that make me feel unconfident, right? Capture them down. And then write down the emotion it creates. Use your wheel of emotion. I can tag it here, emotion. Wheel of emotions, if you need to understand what is this thought creating for me. So create your own list. You can do it pen and paper. Step 2, find the root cause. This is where you're gonna go and challenge your thought. Where is it coming from? When I say where is it coming from, and every time I ask this question, it doesn't mean the past, right? It means digging down and understand what is the underlying thought, and then go one level deeper. Where is it really coming from? And then go and go and go. Keep asking yourself and keep going level deeper, deeper, deeper until your shovel hits the concrete floor and you're like, dang, done. I understand where it's coming from. And it's coming from absolutely unsubstantiated thought or a belief, dysfunctional belief. You can use ChatGPT, right? I have a limiting belief, and you're going to use this prompt for every single thought that you have. And I want to understand the root cause of it. Where is it coming from? And generate potential causes. Step 3, once you have identified where it's coming from, we're going to challenge your beliefs. So pressure test your beliefs. You say, I'm not good enough. I'm going to ask you, good enough for what exactly? You say, like, they will criticize me. They will say, I will ask you what criticism you're afraid of, right? And for all these questions, you will go through all these challenging thoughts. So you coach yourself. I have this thought, and you plug in your thoughts. I'm not good enough, and I want to pressure test my limiting belief. Generate coaching questions that will destroy this thought by showing the flaws in my logic. Yeah, this is how you use AI. And all these questions it will spit out, and you work through this, right? You will write through this stuff. And the more you think about it, the deeply you meditate on this, the more you will be able to see the illusory nature of your thoughts. Step 4, we reframe. Everything you're going through right now is just a story. It's just a narrative that's built there. What we need to do is to write another story. Write another narrative, another code, another program that will run. I'm not good enough. What's the opportunity for me to reframe? I don't need to be good enough. I just need to be better than yesterday. There's no one I'm competing with. Good enough for what? I'm just working on myself, on building that vision, building that mission, building those values. And that's what's important to me, to be the best version of myself. And I'm not comparing myself to others. So what is that new belief that I can build, the new narrative? Even if it feels a little bit strange, a little bit odd, unusual, that's how it's supposed to be. The mind is not trained yet to think in that direction. At first, it's a thought. Repeat the thought 100,000 of times, repeat it for several years. It will integrate as a belief, and then it will sink down and become a meta program. It will become your second nature. I have this limiting belief. It makes me feel unconfident. How can I reframe it, right? And different reframes. So ChatGPT will help you. I'm not good enough. Well, all these different programs that will it spin out. And think about all these coaching questions that are left for you, and you can continue this work yourself. Lastly, final thoughts, right? There's no such thing as confidence. There is no such thing as confidence. Your absolute confidence is when there are no thoughts. There are only thoughts that create that noise in the mind, that create this feeling of fear, anxiety, and weakness. Your own thoughts make you feel weak, that create that inner experience, emotional state. But your absolute confidence, it arises naturally in you when thoughts quiet down, when there is silence. Absolute silence, absolute quiet mind is the absolute confidence. Think about it. There's no such thing as imposter syndrome. And I hope this exercise will help you. Let me know how it goes.